Now, it is very sad that our human race, many have less loving quality as some animals, yes. But the good news is that we can improve. But the animals mostly cannot. And now, for example, the cow, I told you, she has 300% LQ, which is more than many of us already, yeah? But she just stay like that. She has no chance to make it bigger, make it greater. Even human or even messengers of God, they have different degrees of LQ. Yeah. Some up to 900, some 1,000, some 1,000 plus. Up to now in our history of humankind, the highest is 3,200% LQ, and that belonged to Mahavira. I went checking, I thought, my God, why humans so low? And then I keep checking all the masters, Even between masters, enlightened master that grace our planet, their LQ also different accordingly, according to how much he elevates mankind, how much time he has, how much chance he or she had to elevate humankind consciousness or to exercise his loving power. Yes, the more time, the more exercise of this loving power, the more, of course, appear on the chart of his divine being while he is still in the physical body. In heaven, they are, of course, even, Yes, but when I'm just talking about the human world here, yes? So even if you happen to discover that one of the master of the past life has less LQ than the other master in the past life while they were on the physical planet, please don't be alarmed and don't feel less respect for that master and more respect for this master. You understand me? Yes. So even if you don't believe me, you look at the life of Mahavira and he even advised his disciples to eat not even root and even cover their mouth while they're going out so that they don't breathe in the insect and kill them even. So you understand that I'm telling the truth. I also know this recently because I have discovered LQ and then I, by the way, check back all the masters just to check, Just to check. But know you that because of Mahavira has exercised all his utmost loving quality while on the planet. So of course it appears on the chart of his physical being, yes? But that doesn't mean that all the great master had somehow less LQ. Yes, just because the situation is different, their life is different, the disciples that he or she lead is different level. Sometimes that or this master cannot go too fast. Do you understand? Yes. Whereas, for example, like Mahavira, he was born in a good time, had all the best disciples, easy to teach, maybe like that. Do you understand now? And maybe he lived longer. Yes, born in favorable situation, easy to spread the truth, and good, very obedient disciples, for example, like that. But nevertheless, Jainism did not even flourish as much as, for example, Buddhism or Christianity or Hinduism or Islam. Do you understand me? Yes. Yes. Because Mahavira was too strict. You see that? So although he has all the best loving quality charted on his being while he was on the planet, the other masters surpassed him in bringing more people more into the more compassionate way of life and have the influence over centuries. But I don't mean that Mahavira have less influence or less work, or other masters are better or anything. It's not like that. It just depends. You see what I mean? Yes. So even between masters there are different degree of loving quality, hey? But that doesn't mean that master have less quality of love. No, no. Sometimes he has to do like that, to bring more people in, to work according to their level of divine understanding. You see what I mean? Like if a baby only 1 year old, you cannot make him run too fast. Yes, yes. Sometimes a master also sacrifice some of his loving quality, the status of his loving quality, in order to bring more people into the path, and then slowly bring them up, or slowly other masters bring them up in other world, in a higher level later on. Understand me? Or at least bring them out of the darkness first, or bring them out of hell first. So in case during your meditation, and because I have told you this, you discover that one master have less LQ than the other master in the past life, please don't ever have criticism or disrespect in your heart. That will be no good. Yes? Okay. I am also very excited to have discovered some of the things with you. Also thank you for all of you consciousness, otherwise I also don't need to discover all this. It's also true that sometimes a master have to sacrifice some of his status, some of his saintly status or level, in order to help others. Because if he runs too fast, they cannot catch up. That's what it is. It's just like when you have children with you, and you, in some situation you have to run fast. Yeah, you can't make them run like you do. You have to run slower. Even emergency, you have to run slower. The more children you have, the slower you run. You have to wait for all of them until the last one, the smallest one, catch up. It's not favorable, but you have to. If you have one child, you can carry, or two child, you can carry with you and run together with you. Maybe slower, but not that slow. But if you have 7 or 10 children, then the speed of your running will be different, much slower. You have to wait for the whole family. Do you understand this? So in that case, you even sacrifice your safety. Yeah, in emergency case, you know if you run slower, maybe you die also. But you can't leave your children and save yourself. That's why, similarly to all the masters, they sometimes have to sacrifice their status, their saintly status, in order to help other beings to come up. Yes? Even though doing that, the master suffer more. But the master don't come to this world or any world to enjoy. They come here to help, so they do any sacrifice. Sometimes in our eyes, the eyes of the mortal, we don't understand, we don't see the things well, we might criticize them, we might not even understand them, and we might even slander them, yeah, or criticize in our heart. But the less criticism we have to any master, who we can see some goodness, the better for us. Yeah, okay? Yes. But any master is better to teach disciple to eat vegan. That's the basic. No suffer to other beings. Okay? Standard, basic. All right. So human beings have this good news that even though generally speaking we have less IQ than many other animals, but we can develop. And we can surpass these animals even. Because these animals are born just to do those jobs, to help in certain area. So they don't have much more chance to go higher than that. Yes? But it's okay, they came from a higher level of consciousness. They're just doing different jobs. We human, no matter how low LQ we are born with, we have developed up to now, we still can jump up. We can jump high and fast. All we have to do is just switch the currents of our thinking from black to white, from bad to good, from cruelty to compassion. Very simple. Decide that from now, from any moment, we decide to turn our fate around, to turn our life to a better page. You understand this? When you make that decision to turn from darkness to light, then from that moment on, you can begin to develop your IQ, NQ, HQ, LQ, whatever QQs that you care to know or to want. So actually humans, come to think about it, we are really the crown of the creation. Because we have so much privilege, so much chance to become better, to become a saint, to become Buddha, in this lifetime. It's very simple, just change the concept, that's it. Change the way of thinking. Okay, so if anybody were very offended about the chart of LQ, NQ, FQ, whatever, please forgive me and just improve. Because we do have a chance to improve, to be the crown of the creation that we're supposed to be. Otherwise, the crown is just a crown somewhere else. We can't wear it. Yes, it's just like, okay, the prince was born to be a successor of his father, the king, But when he was younger, he could not wear the crown, he could not govern the nation yet, yeah? But he has the potential, see? Okay, he has the potential to wear that crown one day. But only if that prince developing princely quality and following the path of the royal bloodline, yeah? Noble, yeah? Benevolent, loving his subjects, then he will be worthy to be the prince. Otherwise, maybe he lost his status of the crown prince and also royal prince also. Maybe he even be put in a very unfavorable situation, or even in jail, or even in a mental home if he is not fit. Do you understand me? Yes, we humans the same. So that is very easy to understand about human LQ, so low, but the future crown of the creation still. Okay? Depends on you. Depends on you. Depends on how much our heart ready to accept our crown responsibility. When there is privilege, there is responsibility. So once we accept that, and depends on how much we're willing to take this responsibility, how much we're willing to help others, yeah? How much we're willing to sacrifice for others, that our LQ, we will grow up accordingly. Yes, it's all our choice. And it's a very good news that we have choice. Understand me? Okay, very smart people.
Vegetarianism and religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that in the beginning of creation God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings on some aspects of health and healing. Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth there are innumerable evil demons, monsters and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Kshitigarbha Sutra, Chapter 8. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious, thus delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Kshitigarbha Sutra, Chapter 7.
Gaudai, the most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity, meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes. I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism.
Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adilila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutrakatanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field, tract of the quiet way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure. The supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
It's a pleasure to have you with us for today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Animal World, our co-inhabitants, up next after noteworthy news. God bless and farewell for now.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.